Mayans said that the world would end in 2012. It didn't. It just felt that way for HP. HP, clearly a company in turmoil right now. I mean, I don't know how Meg Whitman can say with a straight face that she didn't realize that the autonomy deal was going to be a bad one, considering she was on the board when former CEO Leo Apotheker decided to spend as much money as they did on autonomy.
HP kept saying, well, we're going to make it work, and then wham, out comes this $8 million write-off and this allegation of accounting fraud.
You know, at the time, people were looking at autonomy and said, that's not an $11 billion company. And now HP is saying, oh yeah, that's not an $11 billion company.
But even if you throw away the whole write-down scandals and everything, HP is clearly a company that needs a strategy. It's tragic considering how well known and respected this brand is in Silicon Valley, or was, the case may be.
The Facebook IPO was really a black eye both for Facebook and for NASDAQ, because everyone expected that with all of this attention, all of this hype, these are two companies that we trust to be technological leaders. They really should be able to make this run smoothly, and then boom, it just fell apart on so many fronts.
Everyone was talking about how Facebook was going to be a $50, $60, $70, $80 stock.
Facebook went public at $38 a share, and it ended at about $38 a share. And throughout the day, and especially at the end of the day, it kept just ticking down. It would go to 38.01, 38, 38.02, 38.
It's either overpriced or the demand that they thought was going to be there, they overestimated. And then the stock steadily started falling, and it got to the point where it fell to below half of its IPO price. It got as low as $17.55, I believe, before it finally started bouncing back.
Zynga had a terrible year because it's a really, really bad idea to invest in fake things.
Its stock has just absolutely plummeted since its IPO. Its business model has been drying up around it. People are discovering that buying and selling fake cows turns out to be kind of a risky business after all.
When you're a company that's already struggling to gain investor confidence and you come out with news of layoffs, difficult earnings, cutting your outlook, that's not going to help your reputation.
Making matters worse, Zynga went out using that stock as a currency, if you will, and bought OMG Pop, a company that made a once popular game called Draw Something. I think it was popular for about 3 weeks, and that coincided with Zynga buying it during the peak of its popularity. Zynga then wrote down almost the entire value of that acquisition shortly thereafter because people weren't drawing anything.